Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. So about 3 weeks ago, I think, I posted a video titled Getting Back on Track, and one of the points I made was I tend to function so much better mentally when my home is visually appealing and organized, and then I plan later in the week when I feel a little more on track to do a deep clean. As you can tell, it definitely isn't later that week, but it is time to deep clean and declutter my kitchen. So let's start by taking a quick look at the current state of my kitchen. Here we have long life products, seasoning, eggs and bread, an empty cupboard that I don't really use, boyfriend's cupboard that I won't really be touching, long life milk, plates and cups, Tupperware and dilute juice, extra plates, reusable bottles and medicine, the fridge, dishwasher, all of my cleaning products, cutlery, more medicine, junk, barely any junk, cereals, cereal bars and snacks, and last of all, shopping bags. I'm usually really good at keeping my kitchen somewhat organized so that it looks tidy, but over the months, all the extra items that I don't really use start to pile up, and then a few things might get lost in the back of the cupboard because I can't reach back there and I can't see back there. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little afraid of what I might find today. But I've been putting this off for far too long, so I think it's time to stop talking and start cleaning. First thing on my Get Your Kitchen Together to-do list is to switch this cupboard with this cupboard. Tip number one is to empty out everything. Any cupboard that needs to be decluttered and actually deep cleaned, empty everything out. And I actually stole this tip from Kristen Yu.
My first tip, as I just stated, would be to take everything out and take a good look at your inventory.
So essentially what I've done here, which is what I'm going to be doing with every cupboard, is I emptied out the two cupboards that I'm going to be switching. I separated the clutter items which are going to be thrown away. I then deep cleaned each shelf and reorganized all the items that I'm keeping. Tip number two, if you don't use it at least every 2 weeks, throw it away. I've had to become really disciplined in purchasing and keeping items that I don't use, so if you don't use it every 2 weeks, throw it. Tip number three is to lay down a cloth or kitchen towels in any cupboards that tend to get really messy. I usually do this every time I clean my cupboards, but the last time I cleaned my cupboards, I decided to try and do it without because I do think it looks better, but it definitely don't make it no easier to clean. So I think I'm gonna stick to kitchen towels from now on. Now I'm gonna step up here to get the top one because it's very tall. Alright, I'm finished. Bye. Joke. This is about to be my worst cupboard, so yeah. Now, I don't know how often you guys clean the cupboard underneath your sink, but I definitely tend to neglect mine, which is actually the reason why I'm not going to be showing you a before. Tip number four is to prioritize your most difficult areas. Now, depending on the person, it might be the first thing you do or the last thing you do. But for me, I decided to clear all of my other cupboards, take a coffee break, and then come back and tackle the cupboard underneath my sink. Okay, so I have reorganized my cupboard. I put all the cleaning products to the left because I use them the most. And then when we go back here, I got pots and pans here, and then the trays are gonna go over this side here, but they are dirty because obviously there was a leak and then we haven't used them afterwards. Quick update, those trays actually went through the dishwasher like 3 times and they were still crusty, still dusty, and still musty. So they actually ended up in the bin. And finally, everything is slowly coming together. So all that's really left after decluttering and deep cleaning each cupboard is to throw away all that rubbish, clean my surfaces, and just tidy my kitchen, and then we'll be good to go.